Let everybody in. You guys got the button? I'm going to be recording on my other thing, so I will not be able to pay attention. So Brielle, you got this. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. I got my gallery view on here. I Today's going to be pretty intense. I'm in the middle of recording the cluster page of ageless. So I'm going to go right to that. So I'm going to throw you in the middle of that because I got to get that done. I'm working really hard around everything else that's going on around the stuff we're doing here to get the new training done, right? To get the updated training on the pages. And so the cluster of ageless, that page is phenomenal. By the way, that keyword we're kicking butt on. Ageless is good. So this training I'm gonna throw you guys in. I'm like halfway into it. I'm gonna do that one, and then I'm gonna go into another cluster page that we'll do a separate training on. I'm not putting, I can't record on every device I have, so but I got this going, guys. We're live. It's recorded on the YouTube. I'm also going to be recording this in a different system as we go through. Chat's off because I'm just going to keep hyper focus on this. Let's see. Yeah, we're here now, you guys. I got to tell you, I covered a bunch of stuff on Tuesday, and that was my creative process. You guys were witnessing just me going, you guys. I am in such a high level of creativity. And I know a lot of us get this way where your brain just goes scattered. So what I do is I write everything down, right? And I get to a point where it's like it's coming at me so fast. Like I can see it, and it's harder for me to, in case you guys, it's hard for me to like enunciate it without jotting it down and then getting organized. And so what I do is I go crazy, and then I start writing everything down, and then I go from that to organizing it, and then getting it into how I'm going to put it into a page. And I want to teach you guys this because when you get your brain trained to be looking for content to write and looking for subjects, this is what you need to do. Every single one of us has had an amazing idea to blog about, and we didn't do it. We just breezed by. And I'm going to tell you, we get inspiration constantly. And if you're in a manifestation and you're in a really good area, you're going to have ideas fed to you. Like our brains are putting stuff together. We're seeing things, and you're going to have this inner thought, and it's going to be money. And you're going to ignore it if you don't have these habits. And I guess I really want to get you guys on a page to where we're doing this constantly because the right article, I'll say this over and over again because I've proven it out for decades now. The right article can get 100,000 new visitors a year, a month, a week, a day. And it's not luck. It's being at the right place at the right time with the right content submitted the right way. It's actually measured. And we have these guidelines and things that we're working on with the Vela Vita and the Savings Highway Global and our PBS stuff, which I'm going to work on today. There is endless amount of things for us to talk about and what we have under the RRR247 businesses, but then you roll in your own passions, your own hobbies, your own cares, and it's now endless. You don't have enough time in the day to keep up with what your brain's going to create, and that's a great problem. Right? So we give everybody monetization. We know that if we focus on these keywords, these products, we're going to make money. But your passions, your true self coming out. Okay, I'm going to start getting revving up again. I'm going to try to keep on focus. I wrote down points so I won't be squampus. What you are, who you are, is so awesome to share. And it doesn't even matter the walk of life. Like everybody comes from a different set of environments. No two alike. And we all are driven by different types of passions. And the trick is to find that passion and then have an outlet to share it. And I'm going to tell you, there are niches. Now, think about it. There's billions of people on this planet. Every one of us has people that are in the same niche of our passion as us. It actually blows me away. Like when I found this out decades ago. There are people that are really into knitting and really into sewing machines. And I don't mean like current sewing machine. I mean like old fashioned special art of a certain type of machine that they're worth thousands and thousands of dollars. And there's millions that are involved in that. I have a community, and that community supports each other, just like all communities do. And one of you might be into that. But I'm going to tell you, I had no idea that that existed. And then the more I understood, I was like, this is freaking cool. Now, I don't like to sew, not a passion of mine, but I appreciate the niche of what it is. I also appreciate that they have to get these special needles are only made in certain places. And there's an industry all around that niche that creates jobs for a lot of people, incomes for a lot of people. So the more I see these type of things, I'm like, wow, if we took the thousands and thousands and thousands of us bloggers here in RRR247 and we all shared our passions, the amount of content that would create, boom. And this is what I was trying to really get across. Like I see it, like we have a vehicle to express ourselves in this performance blogging system, and it's better than the printing press. We have cameras on our cell phones that are better than the technologies of before, so we can all actually get the right imagery, video, and share what's going on with this passion even more than the written word. So we gotta. This is what differentiates this. So like the whole vision I've always had with the performance blogging system is it's a platform to express yourself, your true self. And along the way, we have ways to monetize it. Then we work in a community because you know what? It costs money to live. So we've got to monetize so we can actually chase our passions. And to have a system that allows that, that's freedom. It's true freedom. You can express yourself and monetize it. Okay, come on. What we have here. And we get to give an outlet for every person to find that freedom. It's one of those things like, I kind of always saw that, but as I was creating this, some new directions we're adding to what we have. Like you guys, I told there's a lot coming. There's more coming, guys. Like we're in I'm in an amazing creative zone. Tanya is like the best support you guys I could ever have for this because she just lets me go do my thing and she deals with my crazy because and it's like, you guys, I'm plugged into a whole different energy right now. This is unbelievable what's going on. And I'll just foreshadow a couple things. We're having an urgent leadership meeting today after V marketing for the GSIs, PSIs, MSIs. In case you guys didn't get the notice, everybody, we communicate really well here, but I'm I'm going to blow their minds today. Like I'm going to cause endless sleepless nights of excitement. And we're just getting started on this and it's unbelievable. So I'm gonna go back to this cluster page. I'm gonna start building all this stuff out. I'm so grateful you guys are here, but we're gonna do so much more than we've ever done before to help people. The technology it's just advancing, and how to use it, we're figuring that out. And we're you guys, we are jumping into some things where we are ahead of the curve. Like that's where I always want to be. If you want to be in the right place at the right time, you got to be ahead of it. You got to be ready when it hits, right? I've said this over and over again. People are like, oh, I missed out on that opportunity. Well, you missed out on it long before it hit because you weren't ready for it. Those that take advantage of it were ready for it. They saw it coming and they got ahead of it. So then when it did hit, they could ride it. Well, that's what we're doing here. And the thing is, we do it for everybody. And as long as you guys show up to the trainings, you're in the know. Can you guys imagine like missing like a week of training? Like what happens in a week here? And this is why we always say don't miss training. And this is why we put it on the lives and on the replays. I'll speak to the instructors. A frustrating point is you have a student that's like, this isn't working for me. Like, you haven't been showing up to yourself. You're not showing up to do this stuff. You're not doing this. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this, unfortunately, I have not figured out how to teach through osmosis. I wish I could just throw my brain in someone's head and they could just run with this. I wish I could. But since I can't figure that out yet, we got to train every freaking week, constantly. This is a fast-paced, changing world. I tried to cover this before, like, and I went through and I went, wow, I didn't explain some details, so I'm going to get that out of the way today. The technology changes really fast. In marketing, it's like I don't think anything moves as fast as marketing moves because that's where the money is. And when you're, and I'm going to this summit, right? This next week. And I'm going to be seeing technologies that people have been developing for marketing. All I'm doing is meeting with people that are developing new things. And it's incredible what they're doing, right? Some of it's going to be ready now. Some of it's going to be in the future, but it keeps things up to breast. But you guys, there's no industry as fast moving as marketing. Technologies that we have, big companies don't even have. I showed our CRM to some friends and they could not believe what we have. And I just keep saying, like, you know what? For those that have worked in marketing and worked to like recruit and build something, what we have is a dream. It's even more impressive than they could even imagine building themselves. And we have it. We just got to all use it. So now that we've got that CRM just in a perfect state for right with today's technology, right? Now we can grow our core products and our core services and the information out there and really focus on the Google AdSense and the AdSense income. And the thing about it is you know on the Google AdSense, like I'm happy if any one of my students is getting about $10 a day. If they're making $300 a month in Google AdSense, I'm happy. I know they can do more, especially with what we're adding now. But if they just do it right, get Google AdSense and they're posting their ads and they're getting some indexing, even without hitting a home run, it's generating dollars. Now you start sharing your passions and the niches, we're going to increase tremendously because you want to be an authority of something. And then that gives you more authority on other things. And we're teaching everybody to be authorities on anti-aging, health. We got some stuff in the blockchain, and we'll talk about that in other trainings and stuff going forward. We've been venturing on things, but you guys being in an industry where you're selling consumable products and services, that's where we stay. That'll always be a mainstay. That's where the money really has always been for decades. What we have with Velavita and the product lines, unfreaking real. We just got to just keep pushing that out there, pushing that out there. We're given all sorts of additional opportunities with it all the time. Okay, let me jump over to this cluster page. I'm recording this for the training, so I got it paused. And you guys will be picking up from this. If you have not done your ageless page yet, or you've struggled with your ageless page, it is probably one of the toughest pages I've given you guys just because, boom, here's a bunch of products you haven't tried before. Here's all this, here's all that. It's a lot. And so I'm breaking that down and spending the time. We're going to get that done. And then I'm going to go to another cluster page. And the clustering is what I want you guys to learn. Because if you learn how to cluster and build from a cluster page, you can share your passions because that's going to be a big dump cluster page on what that passion is. And then you can start breaking it down. I don't know how else to do it. And I also don't know how else to present it to the public in a way they can understand it and get the details. It's the same type of thing as writing a book. You have all this you want to say, and then you got to formulate it and then break it down to chapters so people can understand it. Well, that's what we're doing in the clustering. We're literally turning everybody into a book writer, only we're doing it in a blog setting, so it's already published, the world can already see it, and we got a monetization form. And some of you will be able to take all that and transform it into a book, an ebook course. Just so you guys know where the direction of this is. These special passions that we have and the audiences we have for them to share the knowledge on how to do it, how to participate with it. That's what we have here. And we're taking it not just in the content of a performance blogging system. We're working it with videos, and we're going to be doing a lot more with like the YouTubes and other means. We're going to be working with social media. We're going to be teaching how to do all of that so we can really gain exposure to that information. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care how you feel about your passions. Sometimes you think no one else is going to be into it. Like they are. There is a following for every niche, and people are dying for that information. I watch Tanya. She's got she's got her passions, right? And when she finds a community of people that have those same passions, she's so excited, just like we all are. Um, okay, I'm gonna pause for 1 second. I'm gonna change my view to share my screen anyway. So what I probably do is turn my video off because I'm gonna be. We can put it on this. This will be. Okay, now I'm already halfway through this. So I'm just throwing you guys in the middle of it and just know that it'll be on the training. So like I'll show you where it's gonna be. This is what I'm working on, guys. And in between my meetings this next week, I'm gonna try to come and just go to my room and record this. And I'm gonna have a hard time being like I don't sleep when I'm not with Tanya anyway, so I'm gonna get a lot done. But this is what I'm talking about. In case you guys haven't visited the step one page, and our new students, like they got these things to go through, so there's some really good stuff here. I really like to like I was able to fix a lot of things that I wanted to and really do it right. So there's a Google Docs. It's all latest greatest. I talk about the vortex and the importance of that way better to help everybody. Then there's the affiliate disclosures, contact us, all this home post page, post 1 and 2, the rank math training that this is really good. Thank you, Stacy. Then I come here, the entertainment of frequencies, and then I'm on the ageless page. This is what I'm doing right now. And this ageless page has this, I did this 5 minute video, so they can watch it once, but that's what's holding the positions for all the ones I'm going to be doing. And our students, people can figure out how to modify the pages on their own after they do. Some people just I get it and they get running. But I'm going to show new things and new ways on every page, right? And I'm breaking them all down individually, like just way more details, way more in depth. Um, and then I go into the PBS Vortex ones, which the wine pages, the teacher pages, and then obviously SHG. These are all going to be done next week. I got to get this done, and then there's not a lot in step 2 left because our anchor pages, our anchor offers are 80% of the pages starting out, right? And then step 3, that's going to be the category pages, and then step 4 is going to be cluster pages and other things. And I'm going to try to do a video for step 4 today if we have time. But I'll go right back to this. But this is where I'm putting these all in here. And you guys, then it goes from here to the coursework where it'll be one thing at a time. Like you guys, we are really perfecting how we're training people. And what's really awesome. Okay, I just gotta. What's really awesome. Oh, I got muted. Okay. What's I don't know how, do you guys lose me on anything? Okay, what's really awesome about this is this. We are teaching everybody that comes into PBS. We are teaching them the fundamental basics of how to be a blogger and how to be an information blogger, and we're giving them great things that we know work to go, but we are training them how to be an information delivery system. This is all about distribution of information. Yeah, we're also, we're moving products, we're innovative in our marketing approaches, but we are empowering every person that comes in to be a true free soul. Think about it. That's what we get to teach. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge depending on where their background is. But if everybody learns this, they now have a vehicle to really be them and really help the world in so many different ways. And information shared forward is how we advance our society. And we're doing it in a medium that is just phenomenal. Like I can't. It's just so like. I guess this is why I'm always like I got to go write more because I can put myself out there and I can focus on this and that and things that I'm passionate about nonstop. And it's getting heard. It's getting seen. And those that are looking for it can find it. And everybody from the very core of their being is a truth seeker. We all want truths. We want to figure out what the mysteries of this and that are. And we all have different drives and we all have things that we're passionate about that's different than other people. But there's a lot of others that are like us that way. Like, and then why? I mean, there's so many mysteries to life that we get to just share in this, and it's a way of life. It's a way of life. I mean, you go down to just the whole. Man, okay, I'm gonna speak about frequency for a second. We're learning a lot about frequencies. That's something we got dived into ever since we got these tunes, and we're working on all this EMF protection and this and the more I go down the research on that, the more I understand about frequencies and where they're at. But you guys, that alone, it's a huge area for us. But not only that, but I notice that when I'm really focused on something, I know my own frequency changes because I can feel me resonating differently. And it's just awesome. So when you're creative and you're in a creative zone, I promise you the health benefits are there. Your body's getting fed different energy. The frequencies are like, I just feel so good when I'm creating. And we get to share that with everyone. Like, I don't know. I'm so happy when I'm creating, so happy when I'm training. And I know there's there's a reason for it, right? Anyway, okay. Let me go back to this. All right, so I'm on the Nara stuff, right? And I've just changed this so it's unique and it becomes unique to what Rory did, right? So I'm on here now. Skincare you can drink. This is something that the Nara slogan utilizes, and I don't need to have it in there. I could do something different, but I'm gonna definitely restate it, right? I like that. Um, but I'm gonna like knowing that and reading it, like I gotta say this differently. So I read this to myself. Skincare you can drink, and this is known for food for your skin, as referenced with years of happy and glowing customers. And again, if I want to get more information on Nara, I can just go to the product detail page and I can go to the information here, right? I can consume it myself, which is the best. Like your own personal story is going to be better than anything. And there's presentations and there's videos and all this, which we'll use when we do the individual pages. And it's got all this stuff. Now, this is like features. Um, and what's inside, but it's how people feel with it, what it does. It's the benefits we really want to, promote. Benefits and story sell, facts tell. These are facts. And people definitely look for facts, and we put a lot of facts in our cluster page because that's where we put it. But really, what it does before and afters, the results, that's what speaks wonders on any type of product. So there's these things right here, and that's great stuff. And I can take that here and add more to it. And and I'm looking at this here. Okay, that's great. That's great. I'm gonna bring this here, and I'm gonna list those out that they just gave me. One, two, three, four, five. I like the five because it's an odd number. It looks good when we do our stuff. But I got to say them differently because I want to be the author of that. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to that. I'm up here. Skincare you can drink. Oh, there's this here, and I see this right, and you can tell like I took this here and I rewrote it into this. You can tell that I did that. I'm gonna read that and I'm gonna get rid of that, and then I'm gonna list them right here. Again, this is one of the keywords I think I kept in here was Nara, and you can see it's green, which I'm doing a good thing, but I definitely could say Nara a couple more times. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it here, and I'm just gonna highlight this because it's already hyperlinked. I'm gonna make that bold on the first sentence like I like to do, and then I'm gonna go to the next one. Don't know how I got muted, guys. I apologize. My recording is recording on my system here, but yeah, you guys, during this, if I get muted again, just let Tanya know because I'm not watching anything. I'm focused on this. All right, back to it. You guys are watching me do this, so I guess that's good. Okay, here goes. Let me go back to where I was. All right, so I'm back here. Increases skin hydration, and this is all great stuff, right? And it's and you want to get yourself immersed into it. And this is why, like, if you're using the product and you're seeing results, man, that passion speaks through. But I'm going to be rewording this. It's on here. Let's see, increases the skin hydration. We are all aware hydration. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight these 5 things, and I'm going to make them a list. So I'm going to go click on the paragraph thing here and go to list. And that just makes them easier to read. Like this is numbered. Great. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. That's numbered. Nara, though, instead of numbering them, I'm just going to have 5 bullet points. Fantastic. Then I get down to here. This is again more technical. Oops. Oops. I don't want to do that. I'm going to undo. There we go. Didn't like that spacing. I can't really really state that differently. I'm just going to leave that alone. Um, I'm going to space that out. That's a really big space. Let's see if I can just enter there. Yeah, that's a big space. I'm gonna delete, delete. Okay, that's fine. Plus, I'm gonna put NAR in there. I'm gonna try to add a little bit more to make it a little bit different. 8 additional vitamins. So I just added a little bit more. And anything you can do just to differentiate it is what you got to do on the features. We're all using the same ones. It's kind of hard to differentiate it. You could change the order of it. So like I could take blueberry, pomegranate, and I'll just remove it from here and put it there. The and I'm gonna remove raspberry. I'm gonna remove. Let's see. Yeah, I can do that just to differentiate it a little bit, and that's about all I can do on there. Now I'm gonna get rid of this because I've already covered those, and I took exactly what the company has, and I elongated it really. Okay, now I'm gonna go down here. We're on the BioLife product. Okay. And I just reworded that. And that's great. Now I'm gonna come down here and really work on more, right? And I gotta say it differently, right? We gotta be unique. So I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna hit enter, and above it, I'm gonna rewrite what that is. And I'm gonna read it, gain balance with your digestive health with BioLife. So give your digestive health balance. And I'm gonna just take that up there. And I need to I need to say it differently, right? Because I want you know, I want Valerie's to be different than mine. And I want her to, when she goes through the Google AdSense process and to gain an indexing, to have original stuff. So we got to rephrase everything we can, right? Everything we can. And I'm looking at this one and it got the I just got to rephrase it. Is a natural known solution. Just cutting it out here, rewording it. And some things are really hard to say, but you just got to do what the best you can. Um, and I'm just gonna put that down there, and I'm gonna rephrase and restate the same thing that's in this paragraph, right? So, And I'm gonna grab this so it has that TM in there. It's just easy to copy and paste it from this. If I ever create another page, I want to copy this. I can just copy this from there. It always has my link. So it's just good to utilize it. But I'm gonna come here. I want to come here. And the thing about this is easy because this one just says elevate your wellness journey with life NMN. I got to definitely add more to this is the easiest. Um, and I'm going to use the word anti-aging again. Okay, so I just redid that. Now I do want to get the store link because anti-aging is one of our keywords. And I just dropped from 90. I just dropped down. It's probably because I have too many keywords now. So I'm going to look at that really quick. Maybe, maybe not. I went from 92 to 90. So something I did, I'll just take it off here. Let's see what happens when I get rid of it. Okay. Somewhere I lost it. I'm just gonna, let's see. Yeah, I could back. I'm so fine at 90. It's great, but I was at 92, I thought. So it's all right. I'm gonna keep going on here. I make it a game to get that as high as possible because every edge is there. But again, above 60 is what we minimum. If it's less than 60, you definitely got to fix it. Um, I try to be in the high 70s as much as possible and try to get above there. But I mean, 90 is a great place. Let's see. I just gotta say it differently. Same here. I'm gonna hit enter and then I'm gonna type it out. A little bit of liberties in the wording and the verbiage, but I got to be different. So I'm going to do that. Boost and AD. I kind of cover this is almost saying different things, right? But I'm just going to say I'm going to reword it differently. Um, There's my anti-aging again, and I'm going to bold and hyperlink that. So that's a keyword we modified and changed to this. Okay. And I just did that differently. And I'm gonna go here and I'm actually just gonna make this a different color. I'm gonna go purple. That's like my highlight color. And I'm gonna bold it. And now this is where it gets really tough, right? This is all the features, and it's, how do you say these same things? And you just got to do the best you can, right? I'm not going to change cellular rejuvenation or antioxidant defense. This is all great. And they're listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll keep it the same way as that. But see, I'm just adding more to it. There. I'm saying the same thing as rewording it. And that's the power of that. I mean, English language, we can say the same thing so many different ways. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, right? Okay, so adding to it always makes it different when I add more to it. I'm dropping down to 87, right? I'm not liking that. And I think let's see if I don't know what the indicators are on. I'm going to look at it here really quick and see if I'm doing, everything's green. It's keyword density. So I actually have more words than the keywords. So now I got to throw in a couple more keywords. No problem. Just this is what I'm looking at right now. And as I go along, you're going to see what I see. Like, why does Rory do this and that? And it goes up. I'm watching this. And I haven't got down to Revita Blue and Mind and these AM/PM. So I'll have plenty of time to put more in. I just got to be aware of it. Um, Yep. I'm moving along. Spelling that wrong? Let's add more to it. Now I'm going to Revita Blue. Um, I Okay, so this is what I wrote on, and this is something like we want to differentiate as much as possible. So, your best you can restate that so many different ways. And also, I noticed like this isn't highlighted, so we want to highlight it, and it might be on yours, but if it's not, you want to just come here, add that. Make sure you go to the advanced and open a new tab. Perfect. As if I spell it right. Okay. And I'm just restating some stuff in here. And, some of us know a lot about blue green algae. I've taken a lot throughout the years. It is just a really good today product and definitely preventative for your future. Like it really helps a lot of your core things. And I think when we got this reintroduced to us, I was like, man, I used to take this all the time, and I know there's great benefits in it, but the more research about it, this blue-green algae, which has been on Earth way before we were, it is like a pure food source and pretty crazy what it can do, but and where it comes from, and where this is sourced is from a very pure place. It's known that way, and so it's just interesting to it's here you go. It's a nutrient dense food. So I think that's what's really good. Blue green algae, and I'm going to put nutrient. And this is like a headline, right? Just like in an ad. Like we're writing an article, but this is like a headline that goes right to this. And again, we're building a cluster page. All right, now I just got to say this differently, so I'm just going to enter and type above it. I'm going to just rephrase this as much as I can going through it. So I'm going to like sometimes I don't need to say the same things. Just take it out, do it differently. Take this time to really differentiate it, right? Um, so I'm saying the same thing there. I'm not going to highlight more in the taste. I'm taking this part out. Um, I'm just going to back this up. Let's see. I'm going to add some adjectives to this. And I know the story behind it, so I can get a little behind it. But passionately formulated by a pioneer in stem cell research and has several years of success, not to mention. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more to it. Again, we want to differentiate as much as we can. This Revita Blue is, I don't want to put true. So that's definitely changed that. Um, Source from Oregon's pristine Upper Klamath Lake. I'm just changing whatever I can. So I made that two sentences. I'm going to take that bold off so that it's there. Blue green algae. Just restate it. So it's good to know all this stuff is there. And again, this is like more we're getting into the features, not just the benefits. But again, it's a cluster page, and so we want to put some of the stuff in there for those that want to read more, tied to the keywords, and that approach is there. Um, I'm going to put Revita Blue here again. I want to differentiate this as much as I can, so I just throw that in there again. Um, so I'm just elongating things, just totally making it as unique as I can. So again, elongating it, adding more to it. We're good. Now, now I'm coming here. It says basically you should already be taking this daily. Get going here. I like my little. That's what Rory did. That's what I did. You can say something different here, right? So I'm go. If I don't want to change the structure of the link, I just want to change the verbiage. I just got to change what's in the middle of it, right? So, um, right. And I broke it all up. So that happens sometimes. Okay. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to click on this and break it. So now there's not one. That needs to be unbolded. Okay. And then I'm going to highlight. Oops, there's that. I'm going to break that link. And sometimes that happens. And when that happens, just undo it all. And then highlight what you want to hyperlink. Hyperlink. Paste the link there. Click on it. And again, make sure you go to advanced and open a new tab and hit save. Then I'm here on mind. Um, Add more to it. We're already on a good pace. And I need to restate this, right? And we got a few more to go. This is a big page, right? This is a big page. And this is again, it's a cluster page. We're gonna be barking off so many other pages. It literally could be endless about this, but this is the page it all comes back to. It's kind of like the train station. This is general station. okay, for information. That's what a cluster page is. And right here in the very beginning of your training in step one, you're building one with us, right? And so it's going to take a while to build this out. And it needs to. So just go through it methodically like we are. I'm looking at this going, man, this is taking a while, but it does. And we're doing the work once and we want to do it so good we don't have to go back to it. Right? That's kind of the thing. And when we do it right, this has the benefit to create income for us based on search and organic search and keyword results and people going through it forever, right? Longevity. We're putting time into it, but really it's a fraction of time, and we're also learning more about it, right? Our brain's learning more about it. We're figuring out our writing style about it. So just embrace it for what it is. And I'm looking at this going on. We've been at this for a while. Sometimes it takes that while. Sometimes you can knock out a really good page in 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes it takes hours. But then when it's done, it's done. And you're going to get the skill sets for it. All right. So I actually like this product, so I can talk about it a lot. I like to have the right type of nutrition and supplements to benefit my brain, right? Especially when you're a creative person. The more creative you are, the more you want to make sure you've got the best, functionality of your brain. Our brain is a muscle and you've got to feed it right. And, we have this incredible snap called Brain, and it's unbelievable. But that with this has been a great combo, and I want to just like spark it up a little bit more. And let's see. I also will say, like, if you're going to be reading or doing research, the more the more benefit you can give yourself with a natural supplement to keep your brain just with that juice, I guess, right? This is good for that. Okay, so I'm just going to write about some personal stuff. Like, I've like from the time this was first written and put together, I have more of a storyline of my personal use. So I'm going to put that into this, right? And now I'm going to pause for a second. You guys are going to be working more and more pages that come up. And I'm going to take you to one that you're not onto yet until you skip around. But I'm going to go down here to health and fitness. And we have one called brain food. So I'm going to click on health and fitness. And I'm going to right click brain food for us all. Now we're going to be modifying this page in order, but I'm going to come here and grab, I'm going to edit the page. And I want the right terminology, right? So I'm going to grab brain, the registered trademark, right? And this goes to that page. And again, the link it hasn't been modified to hers. And I really need to take a second and go through all that, but we'll do it page by page. So I'm going to grab this and copy it. Now, every one of these pages in the training, I'm going to modify them to be Valerie's code as we do them because I want to make sure that if someone forgot about it or it's a good thing to double check if your instructor didn't do it. So even though that says mine in there, it needs to be Valerie's, but I want to copy the brain and that trademark because I want that. Now I'm going to go back to the ages page and I'm going to do a plug to here to our brain snap product. And this is going to go to the same place. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to grab our username. That's what I need on here. I'm going to click on that. And I'm just going to change United to that. And that'll take them to the actual brain page to find out about that. Right. So I'm doing a plug to that because this is a great combination product for that. And that's how I see it. That's what I'm going to talk about. Right. So and then this, I'm going to bold and it's going to go to the brain page. I just got to type brain and then find the brain page right there. Brain food for us all. And that's internal. So I'm not going to open a new tab. That'll go right to the brain page. Um, and then go back and forth. That's fine. So I'm going to do that. Mm. Definitely unique. Definitely, putting a lot of me into it, which is what we're trying to do on here. And at the corner of my eye, I see that I'm at 87. So, mine's not one of the keywords I have on this particular page. And so I don't need to worry about adding more keywords here, but it's definitely an anti-aging thing. So I can come here and just go, um, this is anti-aging support for your brain. And then I'm gonna go to this. I need to get my grab the hyperlink there, bold, open a new tab. So I went ahead and threw another one in, and our densities, I need to get it above one. It's zero point 0.9. I need to get above one. But I don't want to just throw it in there to throw it in there yet, right? We got a lot more writing to do. Compact and powerful. Okay. I'm gonna throw in an adjective. I'm gonna reword this. Throwing some fun. I have a little bit of a theme about the brain function, so I'm putting that in there. Having fun doesn't hurt to have fun, right? This is all like benefits, right? And features. And the benefits are what we want to holler. So I'm talking about a benefit, yet this is a feature. These are features. Features don't really sell, but they're facts and people like to have them. And when we're putting information out there, we want to have it there. Um, so I'm not going to say despite its small size, I'm going to say small in size, yet the formulation is designed to deliver incredible and noticeable mental performance improvements. And a little bit more. All right. And my keyword density is dropping because I'm putting more keywords in, right? So, or more, I'm putting more words in. So it's affecting that density. And I'm just watching that because that's the only area of improvement I can do on this. So I'm aware of it. I'm going to go here. Precision formulation for crisp. I'm adding more adjectives. Awesomely. The inclusion. I want to change this to delivery system. I totally modified that the best I can, right? There's a lot of ways to say it. That's what it's English language. We can say the same thing so many ways. It's created to support neural function. And simply this one I want to put it is smartly created to support neural function, memory recall, and focus. Okay. Stress-free focus, stress-free. Note that unlike stimulants such as period, Having fun with this one. That is coming to me. I'm in a good mode. I'm in a really good mode. And my keyword density is dropping. I see it. I'm going to be putting more in down below. We'll get there. Designed for high performers. Um, just rewarding it and having fun with it too, right? So that's great. I'm just rewording, adding more words. Source from corn. I can just take that off. To me, that's something I don't even need to say. So I chose to take it off. I even the source from silk protein and silk cocoons. I don't need to say that either. Rory has on his great, right? I have it on mine, but it's okay. I can take it off that. I don't need to say that either. I mean, it's nice to know it's there, but I don't need to say it. So some things I can just take out, right? So, is your supplement for daytime well-being. Okay. And okay. So I'm going to reword that, what I did. Again, benefits of this incredible supplement. Okay. Um, I'm going to redo this a little bit. I'm going to make that bold. Game essentials. Mm, benefits of. Okay, I'm going to undo that. I'm just rewording this, really. I'm going to make that bold. So I got one, two, and three. I'll add another line here. I'm rewording that. It said this thing about sleep, and I'm looking at that going, well, that's what the other one does. I'm redoing it, right? And then I got three, one, two, how we start anything is the foundation. Eh, Just restating this in a different way. I'm going to bold that, and that way I can go. So this is like numbered, and I'm going to do this in this just bullets. So I'm going to highlight that, push on that, and list. All right, and I didn't lose my pagination here. Actually, I'm going to bring that down. I want to bring that down one. Um, Now to go to the companion product, and I'm going to just take this. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to make it bold, but I'm going to make it purple, just as kind of as a highlight color. Is your nighttime is your edge for nighttime well-being and quality of your sleep. Now, we're getting through this. This is great. And we can always add more. And again, I gotta go through and see. I mean, all these we can write a lot more about, especially when you use them. Like you use the products, you're gonna have more of a personal story, and that's what we do on the individual pages, right? This is a cluster page, and again, this is where we put everything in here, right? This video covers them all as a highlight. This is look at it like Grand Central Station, right? Everything comes here, but then we go branch out to specific information pages about each product. Okay. Now I've laced this with our snaps. I've got a little bit of references, and that's a great habit to have. Um, and we're in here, and I'm in the PM side, and these ones. I mean, there's so much more I can say about these products after taking them, and I'm going to reserve that for the full page, right? So let's see, which will be in step 4 as you get there. Okay, I like how I did that. Let's go here. And I'm going to highlight this. I'm gonna change this up. Like I really can do all that, right? So this has these highlights, boom, 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 boom. Then we go here. I'm I'm gonna make it more of a highlight as well. So we want three of them. Yeah, make that bold. There we go. I need the AM one too. So I'm gonna put that in here, and I'm gonna highlight biohacking products as seen here, bold, and we're gonna go to our biohacking page. So bio, and it's a hyphen hacking, and that's gonna bring up the biohacking page. So we're gonna go to that, and it's internal, so I don't need to open a new tab. I'm still at 87, and I know why. So I'll come back to that. Let's see. Let me finish this. I need the PM essentials again. I want to state it again. Copy. Copy it so I can use it. Contains vitamins, nutrients, extracts, and antioxidants. Perfect. And bold. Oops, didn't work. Highlight again. Try that again. Bold. Perfect. And then hold on that one too. Now I'm going to highlight those three, go to the paragraph and go to list. And then I got to clean up the spacing a little bit. No big deal. Just backspace on those. And yeah, I'm looking at this page and it's going to kind of look this way. I don't like how it just rolls over here. And so usually when I do that, I want to add a little bit more, right? So I'll just put a little bit of gist in, and a little bit of jest. Um, okay. So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go grab the hyperlink for the product store. And anti-aging is one of the keywords. I'm putting that in there. Bold here and there and apply. And I'm going to go down to, I've already reworded that. This part's done. This part's done, and I'm on reserve, which is the last product we talk about, and it happens to be the biggest seller, and it has a lot to it. Now, since writing this, I've been taking this for over 30 days, and I have a definite opinion about it more so now than when we had the information without a lot of use, as a lot of you will be. So I gotta talk about it a little bit differently. So I'm gonna do that. Um, okay, I restated the whole thing, more of my feeling and emotion, which is what we want. I am going to highlight the reserve name here and copy it just so I actually it's probably better down here. I'll copy it there. Um, and I really got to retype all this and put some more stuff in here and tie it in. I want to really redo it, right? And and down here, I bring this up and I need to restate that differently. And so, like, I'm thinking this out. My brain's thinking it out. I'm reading it. I'm trying to think how I feel about this product, what I'm going to say. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to just skip down here and do this while I'm letting my brain work on that. That's this kind of my process. And I'm just going to state this as something totally as unique as possible. Um, so I say that. And hold. I'm going to hyperlink it. Oh, I need to get the link from there. Start over. I'm going to go bold because it's a keyword. I'm going to hyperlink it. And I've said anti-aging so much. I got to work on the other ones for sure, but I put that there, age-defying products. And then, right. Obviously, plenty of words in this one. This, I mean, if I look at it, I mean, you want to have at least 600. We're at 3,374 words. This is an absolute cluster page. This is I mean, this is a major plate to cover all these different products and give a linking point back and forth. And that's what we want. We want to establish the information path. So this is Grand Central Station for the information we're creating around these products. And we are going to tie in our snaps and our other products that connect with the same place they can order, all of that. Like we're going to just do what we know works. So I'm back here and I'm going to just start out by, I'm going to hit enter, mainly just to push it down because I'm going to write something totally unique to what I've done and used on the product. I am going to hyperlink this reserve so I can instantly put it in where it needs to be. Um, Spelled that wrong. There we go. Well, I'm going to copy it down here, resveratrol. This stuff is amazing. I want to rewrite more. Okay. And I've got this. Um, I'm going to enter there and I'm going to create three different bullet points. There's one. My second one. Okay, I'm adding more to it. Okay, so I've got my 3 points. I'm gonna just again highlight them, and I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna go to list. And I gotta space this out, hit enter. Here we go. Just play with it until it looks the way you want it to look. It's there. I'm gonna move this down one. Perfect. I like that better. And I've redone the whole page, and yet I'm at 87. So I want to make this a little bit better. Again, do it right the first time, then I'm ready to go back. So like this page, after I've modified this for Valerie here, she won't need to change this at all. Like this will be Grand Central Station. It's built, it's ready to go forward, right? For decades. Um, in theory. Okay, so I'm gonna hit save, and I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna go down to my additional errors, and again, that density, I got to get that to be above a one. And I'm gonna look at the keywords. I put a ton of anti-aging in there, and but ageless beauty and ageless, I think I need more of. Just just looking at it, right? So I'm gonna come here and our appearance is important for our ageless beauty. And I'm going to put that there. I'm going to grab the hyperlink. I'm going to add that bold hyperlink, put that there, edit this, open a new tab, hit save. Anti-aging, ageless beauty. I'm going to hyperlink that whole thing. It's not going to really help the count, but that should have been hyperlinked. So I'll just do that as I go through. Oops. More ageless beauty benefits. And you found it here. Just add that to it. Um, right. And you're again, I'm really close. Like literally one more, maybe two more, and I'm there. Um, oops. Back to 90. And I'm gonna grab the ageless beauty, bold, hyperlink it, save. And if I go look, the keyword density is 1.02. Told you how to get above one. So there we go. I'm going to call this good. Now I'm going to click on the three dots. I'm going to go to code editor. I'm going to click in here, Control A, Control C. I'm going to come to the documents and I'm going to back it all up right there. Boom. It's done. And then I'm going to come back to here. I'm going to exit code editor and I'm going to hit save. And then we'll move on to the next one in training. See you there. Now come back to everybody. That took me longer than I thought it would. But I'm going to tell you guys, now that I've consumed the products and my passion forms differently, you write differently. So that page is done, and that's part of the training. That'll be loaded up today. So one big one, you guys, that's one of the biggest pages we write. Biohacking is another big page we write, and they're clusters. And so I'm working on a cluster page for the PBS. And it all started when I started realizing more. And I guess I'll call it a big reset, refocus, recommit time for Rory. Tanya and I were going over stuff. And you guys, she's gonna be presenting something majorly awesome on Tuesday. And I don't want to spoil it, but let's just let you guys know that we are constantly, Niall has seen us do it, so he speaks truth when he brings it up there. But we have coffee every morning, and we also have like our cocktail time, or we're drinking wine, and we're talking about what we can do to make things better for you all the time. And, and there's some things that we just have both figured out we got to focus more on. And that, guys, Tuesday is going to be very special. Tuesday's gonna be very special. All right, we're right on time. Dina, are you doing it today?
I am, thank you.
All right, you guys. V marketing. You know, like if we talked about creating income as a war, we're going to war, right? We want a better life. We got to fight against all sorts of things, distractions, naysayers, just a crazy world that feels like it's against us all the time. The best weapon I have ever given you guys is V marketing. Tanya and I found a way to support you guys to fund it, and now we got this freaking it's like a freaking missile launcher to go build your business. You just got to use it. You got to learn the art of it. So there's three arts that we teach everybody here to really make Triple R work for you. Right? To make Triple R247 work for you, and it's the art of the BRT, the ability to build relationship and trust. The more you understand that, the better you're going to write too. The better you're going to be able to verbalize and pen and paper, truth, right? To paper. This is why I talk about it all the time. It's such an important thing we get to do. Then there's the art of the PBS. Using that, well, it's more than a vehicle, but using that incredible way to create and share with the world, and how to and how to do it right, the art of the PBS, and how to do it to where it's indexed, and not only are you publishing it to the world, but you're doing it in a way that the world can find it. That's the art of the PBS. Then we have the art of the CRM. a technology piece, you guys, that is so useful for so many other things to do that. And you guys, when you guys are doing V marketing, not only are you taking advantage of paid marketing to support you, to invest in you and your dreams. That's what we're doing. We're investing in your dreams. Why are we backing you up? Because we want you to be a dream achiever. We want you to be the real you, to share that passion with the world. We want to invest in what we know you can be. That's why we do it. That's why we are so behind it. And the art of the CRM allows you to take advantage of technology that allows this stuff to happen in a bigger form. So when you're doing this, not only are you building your teams, but you're sending direct traffic that is so targeted. So there's a word. Well, it's super focused to the thing. It's relevant. It's super relevant traffic to your residual affiliate marketing page in the same process of doing V marketing. So it's, and I'll just as important, like we post ads. You need to post ads. Okay, that's prime of the pump. But this relevant traffic that you're sending from your V marketing, sending the third text, is one of the most powerful ways to really get Google to represent you and share with you and connect with you. So we got to do it. And everything we do is circular, like it helps feed everything. And that's how we build things. All right. Let me stop my live stream. And if you're on the live stream and you're like in the comfort of you're sitting down, you're watching on the couch, which I so like, we're going to go to the V marketing, which you need to access from your RRR247 CRM. Come into the RRR247 webinar and watch this being done. This is, obviously all three of those arts are important and they work together, but this right here is how we teach you how to fish so that you can create incomes and the possibility to be your true self without the weighing down of having to find income. This is super freaking